Hi guys, how are you today? I'm doing okay today. Still that bumpy mouth that hurts from time to time. Um, but yeah, let's call out Betty's birthday, Sally. Let me make this clear to every basis. Lady Freedom Freak, um, but Chris and Katie Pafford had nothing to do with Sebastian going missing. I don't care what you think. I don't care. Because that's. But you say base your opinion about Cody and Chris. In fact, the fact is, Cody got. So, I'm sorry. Let me back up. You know that see, how could I don't care what you sound like the video looks like. That video was edited by Hungry Nick. So no, you just nitpick it. So do you know actually Cutting and Sebastian not back home, probably he had the time of his life that that's not Kate said. Never need Cutting Chris. Ever said. So, being at home and it was time for he let me pray in the house and took out the trash. And then Kate told him to go to bed. And he did. I'm not gonna add what she was doing between them. She took she told Sebastian to go to bed. I already said this. He said good night, mommy, good night, Polly. Then she heard a thud. She asked him. He responded back and said, I'm a something to her. I don't remember. I don't remember if that. So Kate asked, and he responded. At that time, he was still fucking alive, baby. So don't you ever say, you're gonna clean my up. She spent 20 minutes, no, 30 minutes looking for her own son. And she got in the car and drove around the neighborhood, could not find him. She went back to talk to the cops. At that time, it was a missing persons thing, not a crime. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what you say? And there you have it. That's the whole story. But you know, such a like people shut the fuck up. You don't go by facts. I do. That's not my whole fucking channel is based on. Okay? Let's get into it, because, man. Now, and Chris and Katie and Chris did not kill Sebastian. Not true. Oh, sorry. Goodness, okay. Like, you doing is playing a dangerous game, my friend. I'm so happy because I need to get this out of my system. Not sit here and be a two-faced lying bitch.
Money, resources, every aspect of this case with Nancy Guthrie from before. Well, who else do back to that front door? And I watched this man walk in,
Who?
released it. We're going to look at that. I got to find that. I'm hoping, did I send that to myself? Okay. So this illusion from law enforcement but that the general public is dumb about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is at this point,
You never been law enforcement until you took the education, took the time to do law school, cut things. You took 2 years of going to a service. You can't speak for Egypt. You might have read about stuff, but you have never done it. Just shut the fuck up.
ignorant for any law enforcement body to have that mentality. Just my personal opinion. It's ignorant to have.
We have enough for a search warrant. If the judge approves, we go.
Yeah, but Nancy Grace. I'm sorry.
Court orders.
And
And we'll just wait until the crime happens, and we'll just go into this little area and do the micro investigation over here, so we don't have to disrupt the whole county. We'll wait until the crime happens, and we'll just go here and solve this crime. Before he changed it, and when he changed it, he never gave the public an explanation that it was their fault. He can never take the one thing I can tell you about this Chris Nanos. He never takes.
Sounds kind of like you.
Every time he is, oh, it's not my fault. I'm a good sheriff. I'm a good sheriff. I'm a good sheriff. You know, any sheriff that has to pop up and say I'm a good sheriff, you're probably not very good. Okay? Because your work should speak for itself, and it ain't speaking. And everybody's looking. And
But you work sets too. Let's not forget you draw for these cases. You might draw it out of nothing.
I will tell you, this is one of the reasons why I don't like to accuse people without evidence of it. Like with Katie and Chris.
Okay.
Everybody's like, well, Katie and Chris, I don't want to hear that. I investigated that.
No, you didn't. No, you did not. Stop lying to yourself. No, you did not. You refuse to look at the truth. All you hear is self lying to you. You made you his fix. What is the payment for doing that, buddy? I'm just asking. I'm so fucking sick of that mess. You caused yourself to be. No. You're lying bitch because of those. You never look at the facts. Not the really hot. There's no proof that Katie and Chris did it. There's absolutely none. You're gonna take that flashlight and have to trust to it. Even Seth said it. What else? That fake footprint looking thing? That's Bob's. So you don't know what you're looking at.
Case thoroughly.
No, you didn't.
Came to my conclusion based on my research. Okay, I don't have to convince anybody but me because I'm the one making these statements. But that was after thorough research.
No.
All the cases, including going out there multiple times.
That's not your job. And what's this? For Chef Bistros? Are you talking about that? That doesn't.
Including going to the job site, including running different.
That wasn't your job. Your job's not to go to a job site and try to get them fired because you have bad information research. Because you don't go by facts. You go by fast food. Every fucking woman. You know how much money you can make off of each mission, each case that you decide to terrorize people in. Let's not forget about that.
Running different routes with my own car, timing it. I worked my ass off.
Nobody asked you to.
Out there to determine what happened. It is my position that something happened inside that house, and Katie Proudfoot most.
You don't have any proof. Sorry, Jacko.
Likely did it.
Get back.
That is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Okay?
It's not.
At the end of the day, we are all entitled to our opinion, but my opinions are based on facts.
That is wrong. You got that kid's all messed up. Sorry.
They're not based on me making some
Yes, he is.
some evidence or information up and then basing my my conclusion on a theory.
Yes, he is.
It was on fact. It was on timing. It was on the fact that this child went inside that home with his mother and never walked out. It was the fact that the family. But when it comes to like the Idaho 4,
What?
I never got
What?
out there to determine what happened. It is my position that something happened inside that house, and Katie Proudfoot most likely did it. That is my
You have no evidence. So many fucking evidence. But you know to run your fucking mouth.
my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Okay?
Your opinion doesn't matter. Because it's a fucking lie.
At the end of the day, we are all entitled to our opinion, but my opinions are based on facts. They're not based on me making some
bullshit.
Evidence or information up and then basing my my conclusion on a theory. It was on fact. It was on timing. It was on the fact that this child went inside that home with his mother and never walked out. It was the fact that the family. But when it comes to like the Idaho 4, I never got on board with accusing their friends of this, that, and the other.
But he accused one of the victims, right? Oh, it was disgusting when she did that. It was disgusting.
Discuss stuff. I mean, we had some pretty intense conversations, such as if Dylan had called 911.
It doesn't matter.
Could she have saved, any of her friends?
You do Dylan under the bus. After you got that interview and all that shit, you do her on the bus. You fucking idiot. That's heartbreaking. Let me say this. I need to know why. Why did he do it? Why did he choose those sorts of people? Is there a reason why? I need to know. Because I don't know why. Why did he choose those group of girls? How? I don't know how he did it. I just want to know why. Why he did it.
It was.
But I remember this idiot right here accusing somebody else before they find CoverGirl. I remember that.
A tough conversation to have, but it was one that was absolutely probative.
No, not necessarily.
He had a right to do it. Was it hurtful? Did it make people, was it hurtful to? I'm sure it was, but it still.
But I don't care. It's good, but I need to feel like doing that day. I'm not discussing back.
It didn't matter. It certainly was probative. We had rights to ask the questions,
Let's see my ocean standards. Whatever you want, whatever you need it, that's not morals. That's called being selfish. Making money off of this case.
But in this particular matter here, people were accusing them. They weren't presenting the question or trying to find, the answer to it. They were talking as if this is fact. And I don't like that in part because it's something may be fact, it may be your opinion, but one thing I've learned, and it took a little while to get here, is that I would assume that when I'm talking, people know that these are my thoughts.
Not on you. My opinions are based on the facts. Those facts are based on the cops, what they have said, not some loyal ex-husband.
Thoughts and my opinions. Well, somebody told me that people sometimes don't know that. So you've got to constantly be reminding them when you're talking that this is my opinion based on this fact. And so I have just gotten accustomed to doing that now, that it almost comes fluently, where I'm so adamant about defining the fact from my opinion. And I think if more people did that, less confusion would be had, because a lot of these people.
No. You're just a fucking liar, babe.
are talking about their personal opinion, but when they're talking frankly with their audience, and their audience is picking it up as if this is a fact that they've fully researched, when it's not. It's conjecture, it's opinion. They're opining, they have no evidence to support that. We have a lot of evidence to support Chris and
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Katie's potential involvement in the disappearance of their son. We
Perfect. No, you do not.
do have things that point in their direction.
No, you do not.
In this particular matter, we had zero things pointing in Dominic's direction outside of the fact that he was a bandmate from years and years ago with Tommaso. And he went under heavy scrutiny as possibly committing homicide on his bandmate's family member. I mean, it's one thing to have the discussion and talk about it and work through it. But these people were reaching out to this man.
Like he did like Seth Rogen and Chris Perkins. That's what he did. So shut the fuck up. You being a hypocrite. I cannot stand to hear Two-Face, bitch. Like he didn't like killing Chris.
These people were going on his social media. These people were sending him messengers and saying horrible, disgusting things to him and accusing him of
like he did to killing Chris. So don't sit there and be a bitch about it. Because I can call you as what did he do in Tennessee? This past February, I am killing Chris. No, Chris never has abused him. Chris has never done drugs. He never had done anything. You shitbag.
Terrible. Why would anybody think that an opinion rises to the level where you're okay to go and reach out and bully somebody that you've never met? Because
like he did Chris and Kay. Like he did Chris and Kay.
Because your brain says, oh, he must have done it.
That's what you do, Sebastian. You have no legit evidence. You don't believe Seth lies. But that's you have long life.
We open up these chat rooms for you guys to express yourself.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk about me.
For you guys to get some of the angst out of
you.
Whenever you guys have a perspective, we want you to come here and share your perspective so we can dive into it in a safe environment. But going out and attacking innocent people is...
You do that. You did that like the Summer Rose case. You did that like Gary Petit's boyfriend's sister. Like, cut Gary's sister, cut him much back, right?
Just wrong.
And if you don't know that, if you don't like...
And we've told people that we were not getting involved in the Dominic.
You did the same Scott's Bucket Teens Party. Miss my bullshit
thing. I think I might even have raised my voice because I was just over it.
My eyes, and I can't believe I don't see it. Like just did for the last 2 fucking years. What the fuck are you talking about? You're Two-Face manipulating bitch, you. I'm sorry, but she is. It's just wrong.
I have a problem with it because you got to remember, I've been stalked. I've had people say horrible things about me.
By who? Even said by who? Yeah, people do say shit. Why or nothing? Because you make them. Not you make them. Because you act like that.
Me that were completely untrue.
No. It was on my mouth. Half. No. But, no. 2080? No. Is it? Yeah, 2080.
I've experienced
no, you haven't.
This in real time.
No, you haven't.
I've experienced being stalked. I've experienced having my life put in jeopardy from being on this platform.
No, you have not.
You know, I
That's
I,
the
I
fucking lie.
understand the seriousness of these things, and so I do not engage in those things. We have
Yes. Oh. Do you not? Does that to Cutting, Chris? Do you not understand bad behavior cause you cause yourself bad reputation? That's why you're sitting in court trying to fight yourself. And they say, hell to no.
have talking points like somebody's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she's accusing Luke Daly of this. We have no proof," and I'm like, appropriate. I even pointed that out to my audience. Appropriate. I'm like, well, you know, I think it's pretty ignorant for you to make that statement because I never said that first and foremost. So clearly, you didn't watch my video. You're commenting on a video that you didn't watch, and I find that very ignorant. And I said that to her, very ignorant. Because not only did I present this as a question, not an accusation, I also brought up the fact that it sounded to me like Chris Nanos may have cleared him. And I even pointed that out to my audience that it seems like he may have cleared him.
This is a person. I don't see it. But you do. Sometimes don't lie.
So I don't know, you know, I even called her a cupcake because that's what I do when people frustrate me. And I said, so calm down, cupcake. You know, it was a question. And we're going to continue to ask questions because I think it's appropriate. I think questions are
not I'm for it telling cops how to do the damn job. It's not up to you. Never been in law enforcement, never been in law enforcement. All about the 32 forms that you made up. Like, that you fraud people of, you scam people of.
so much better to ask than accusations. Wouldn't you agree?
Think of that when you're like talking to Chef. Let's see how petty Chef is.
I think that we need to do less accusations and more questioning. And once we get to the information, yeah, we should be able to make a conclusion. But remember, that conclusion is your opinion.
Just like your opinion about Chef and Kate.
So make sure that you remind people that this is your opinion so we're not getting confused. I didn't do it when I first started out with YouTube. I used
to
tell people to F off. When they try to say, well, you didn't tell us this was your opinion. It's like, are you so dumb you don't know it's my opinion? And then I started getting flack for that. And it's like, you know, well, maybe I just needed, you know what? It's easier just to say, this is my opinion. This is what, you know, you need. But I would hope that the world understands that these are content creators, not law enforcement. Like there's got to be some point in your brain that you say this person can't possibly have that information. I mean, I would just think that you guys would pause just a little bit and say, how would she know that? You know, and then ask your own question, like, do you have anything to support that statement? You know, like that's like, I would be like, you know, people tell me stuff all the time and I ask them to send me stuff. Calm down, cupcake. She didn't like cupcake. Come here, boo-boo.
I'm pretty sorry for that, y'all. I'm pretty sorry. Like, bitch, get the hell away.
Are you yapping at the wind? Are you yapping at the wind, Gorgie? Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come on. You say, I'm so pretty. Oh, she says no. I want to go bark at the wind.
She gets so because, you know.
Okay, come up here and say hi to everybody. Come on. A traditional journalist in the sense. My worked in law, become a paralegal. So I have a legal background, investigative background, and legal writing background.
No, you do not have investigating background. You make that clear. You don't.
That really is my background. Okay, so when it comes,
you must not be a great legal assistant
to this stuff, that is.
Oh, how about you letting fake There are two fronts. Huh?
My journalistic side, I look at
You don't have one.
things a little bit differently than maybe a journalist does. A journalist might be looking at it from an angle of a story. I look at it from, because I'm a political activist. Every one of these cases, I try to find a way that we can find common ground and start fixing a broken system. So
Never have friction.
you get a little bit different perspective on this channel, but
By harassing and stalking people.
I don't even know what what we would call ourselves. I don't even know what I truly am professionally, because I don't really
Drama.
consider myself a content creator, and I don't really fully consider myself an activist. But I wear a lot of different hats
No, you don't. Stop lying to yourself.
and my business really is the First Amendment, anything constitutional.
Your business isn't constitutional because you don't go by the law. You lie.
That's where we are, because I believe everybody has a constitutional right to live. And I believe everybody has a constitutional right to thrive in this country. And if
Not
you're an
kids, right, Lee?
American citizen, we should all have the abilities to go as far as we choose to go without somebody putting their foot on our neck.
Somebody should put a foot on your neck.
The only thing I don't like in this country is people that hurt other people, people that commit crimes. I used to commit crimes myself.
You had the last time you committed this almost 2 or 3 years ago when you decided to stalk and harass the prophets. No bottom
I mean, they were low level, fighting bar fights, shit like that. Back in my 20s, our own. And when we see something dangerous going on from a content creator, we must nip it in the bud as a true crime community. If you know the reporting is a lie, you tell them this is not true.
I just did.
That's what we need to do. We need to start policing our own, because
I
we have
know.
an opportunity to do really, really good things on this platform, and we have an opportunity to destroy lives. And I
We
would
have.
prefer
So, John Rose and Candace, Craig and Chris,
putting the bad guys behind bars. That's it. That's all I care about, is to make sure that if somebody has been violated by somebody, that person goes and gets put behind bars so they cannot hurt another person again.
That's not your choice.
That's all I care about. I would love to know that one day we can be like South Korea and leave a freaking $10,000 bill on our front lawn and go we can do to help and help them build their name, their brand. All we want is decent integrity. Now, there has been times where we've helped people build their
No, she not super come on. Welcome back. That's all I have for today. Have a good day. Be safe. And please take it easy with this time change. It's awful right now for me. Yeah, everybody needs that. I need to go. Have a great day. Bye.